Mother had Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, and it's a rare brain disease that affects 1 in a million people per year, and so she was literally 1 in a million.
Alice Ihori was a legend in my house growing up, and now she is a legend in my house as an adult. Alice worked with my dad, and my mom knew Alice as well, and he would often come home with food, dish towels, table runners, fruit, consumer tips, health advice, lots of things from Alice. And you know what? She was a person who didn't take everyday things for granted, so we learned a lot. If you're just blasting through life and running around, there was always Alice's advice to make you think, oh yeah, I should have thought of that. That's a good idea. I should do that right now. So we grew up with words from Alice.
Alice Ihori was age 87 when she passed away at the Hospice Hawaii Kailua House. Alice was a very independent and fearless woman. She raised a family, had a career as a bookkeeper, and was a highly skilled seamstress. Alice was the kind of person who would meet someone in a grocery store or an airplane and become lifelong friends with them. She was a woman of many talents, but will be most remembered for her giving spirit.
Alice would go to the water aerobics class at the Honolulu Club. She'd wait in one corner with the noodle. And as we all went around, and, you know, the conversations, every time someone passed by, she continued her conversation. I mean, it was just incredible, and she knew exactly what people like to talk about. And you could be young, old, rich, poor, she didn't give a rip. She knew exactly what, you know, to talk to you about. And And she was the one who always brought food. And if today you talked about sushi, the next week for sure she brought sushi. And so she fed us, and she was the glue that kept the group together, because we always had get-togethers after class, and she would be the one to bring the most food. Now here's this woman with a very set income, yet she was the most generous. And she really had pride in the group and friendship. And I brought along my hat, and she made all the ladies at the class, and even the guys, she made them a hat. But even people who just came to the class and she had a hat, she gave them a hat. And as you can see, it's really well made, and she put her little label on here that said, you know, so. But that was Alice. She was the one who was always there for everybody. She made everyone feel welcome, and she always made sure she fed our soul.
The word retirement wasn't in her vocabulary as she continued to work well into her 80s. She became spokesperson for the annual Seniors Fair and also picked up roles in TV shows and commercials shooting in Hawaii. At the age of 86, Alice was a contestant in the Honolulu Advertiser's Project Runway Fashion Design Contest and even served as her own model walking down the runway. This irrepressible woman lived life to the fullest and brought kindness and lasting gifts to all that knew her.
She was just a generous person, kind soul, but she had a lot of integrity in herself, and you know, it's something that you can't replace. And so when you hear that, you know, Hospice Hawaii took good care of her, you know, it's comforting. You know, I don't see her as gone, because, you know, she said she'd be my angel, and I'm counting on her, and she always kept her word. You know, that's what's important. And so it's a comfort, and to know that she was cared for by very capable people kind of helps ease the pain that she's not with us.
I mean, I think it's very true that giving was a way of life for her, and it was a way of life that satisfied her, gave her joy. It gave her probably as much joy as it gave to the person who received it. But this grew and grew and grew, and who knows? I bet you I will continue to go on in life, and I will meet other people for whom Alice made a profound difference with something that seemed small.